All right, folks, on this episode of the podcast, the final Nodus Canyon and therefore the entire range has sold out. I've learned some things about what's broken on my Taycan. A fan of the Smoking Tire podcast has brought to market an incredible new product from BMW, and we go through the insane results of the Mecum supercar sale. It's the Smoking Tire podcast. Let's go. Guys, the Smoking Tire is giving away a 992.1 Turbo S in partnership with Dream Giveaways. We're giving away a $275,000 car with some slick choice mods. The proceeds benefit charity, and you don't have to buy any merch. It's a straightforward entry process. So hit the link in the show notes and get entered to win today. I just found out that I can just like have breakfast burritos like waiting for me at the track, like if I want.
Oh, wow.
Like,
that's nice.
Yeah. So
very cool.
I was just like, hey, what time does the diner open? They're like, for breakfast or lunch? I was like, breakfast. And they're like, oh, well, do you want to just like have burritos and coffee at Streets when you get there? And I was like, I can do that? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
It's funny watching a wealthy person be introduced to the rich life.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
You don't know what the amenities are like.
No,
yeah.
I'm normal.
Yeah.
Not like there's levels to this shit. And I'm only on a little bit up level.
It's also, when we go there right now, it's kind of empty, so you don't really know what is available.
Right.
Yet.
It's it's not like there's a breakfast that's there for everybody every day. It's like they're gonna do all this just for me.
Yeah,
and I feel a little weird because I didn't write the check.
It feels like recently they just rebuilt a shopping center around here, the one with the FedEx and the motorcycle store, and they have all this like scaffolding in front, but all the things say business is open during.
Yeah,
I feel like Willow Springs is like, oh no, they're like the restaurant's open, but it's just very quiet here, and there's a lot less happening. You're just not sure,
dude. On a Wednesday, going out at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, if you're not bringing your own friends, like who the fuck else is going to be out there? I mean, I grew up at hoity-toity ass private country clubs, golf clubs. And I could walk up and no tea time and play at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday my whole life.
Because all the members are at work.
Yeah.
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 I got real spoiled. Like reality hit me hard when I came to LA and did not have some kind of private golf club access. Like even in college. In college, I went to I went in Philly. A lot of kids were local. They were from the suburbs of Philly, like all these feeder schools. So a bunch of them belonged to local-ish golf clubs.
Oh,
so I was able to like get some golf in college with my friends, which was pretty cool actually. And we even drove. We were like already old. We like drove on some golf trips as well. One of my pledging things.
What do you mean drove? Like
took a road trip.
A road trip to a golf course. Okay.
Like
endless summer, but for a different sect.
All right, so here's where it relates to cars. I had my Mercury Mountaineer, we've talked about in college, my drug dealer mobile, fucking epic drug dealer mobile, the most perfect Philadelphia drug dealer car that exists ever in history. It was great. And 3 rows, TVs in all of them. And so, I was in this fraternity, and I was never like a gung-ho fraternity, but I was the social chair, which meant I was in charge of parties, which is if you must be in a fraternity, be the fucking social chair. You're literally in charge of all the money for partying. It's the best job that exists in being in a fraternity. And so when I became an elder, like a junior, in college, was like an elder person in the fraternity, when there's pledges, you can have them like do stuff for you.
Yep.
And a lot of people were like mean to the pledges. There's that weird cycle of violence that happens with pledging where, people get fucking forced to drink and the shit beat out of them and do weird stuff during pledging, and they can't fucking wait to do that same shit to the next group of people. When I was finished with pledging, I wasn't like, I was like, I don't want to do this to some other people.
I don't want to lick the peanut butter.
It's like gross. Like, no, like I don't want to like have a bunch of like slaves. Like I'm not about that. So a couple of times, like I thought of like fun things for a pledge to do for me, where the pledge would have a good time. So like the only real thing I had a pledge do was me and my buddy Jeff, Miami Jeff. We were going to go from Philly to my parents' house in South Carolina by car to play a round of golf. And I had a pledge, put on a suit and a hat
and chauffeur
us in the truck. And me and Jeff sat in the back with my other buddy and puffed L's.
All right, just watch movies
for 9.6 hours.
You just watched Sopranos the whole way.
Yeah, basically the whole we watched all of season 3 of The Sopranos. Puffed like a half ounce of herb. This freshman fucking drove us, and of course we weren't dipshits. Like the freshman like stayed at the house with us, and like he played golf with us.
Probably had a very good time.
He had the best time ever.
Yeah.
Like he had a great time. Like he just had to do most of the driving. Like it was pretty awesome. Like that's about the extent of my pledge abuse.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And when I was a freshman, I started selling weed when I was a freshman. So I was selling weed during pledging. So the only thing I was ever asked to do as a pledge was, bring weed.
Bring weed, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And
you're seen as an adult immediately.
So I fucking sailed through our pledging. But yeah, the cycle of violence that you see in like households with alcoholics and abusive, like that plays out in full in 2 years in a fraternity.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
Our house was small. Like when I joined, it was like 20 people, and it was, started by entrepreneurial nerds, and they were like much nicer than what became of the house when it quickly grew.
Sure.
Like 3 years later. So there wasn't much of that. There were like 2 people that you could see had the eye and the attitude of like, I could tell these fucks what to do. Like, your parents bought you a brand new car for you. Like, you're not tough. And I know exactly what I'm talking about. But they really liked wielding that power for the 2 years they had it. And maybe they went on to a job where they have it now. I don't know.
What happened if they became cops?
Yeah.
Yeah. But our fraternity actually, fraternities all get a really bad rap, mostly deservedly so. Yeah. I'm not here to defend the fraternity system at all. Yeah. And in fact, I didn't even stay for senior year. But our fraternity in particular, which was Tau Epsilon Phi at Penn, we were like fully like multiracial. Like there were black people, Indian people, Asian people, white people, Hispanic people. We had the first, as far as we could find, the first openly gay brothers. This was 2001. First openly gay brothers of any fraternity in the history of Penn. We had to make a rule that brothers couldn't hook up with pledges, actually, because there's like a power dynamic. And
there is.
That is not
unless the power is coming from the bottom, as Always Sunny explained.
Bottom dynamic.
Right.
No, but let's just say that
Who's
was not
paddling who now?
It wasn't a rule written in blood per se.
Oh, it was preemptive.
It was preventative. It was a preventative.
It
was a preventative. Yeah, wow. It was a preventative. Because after we had the first gay pledge, shout out to Seth Weissman, who I also went to high school with, and then ended up in my fraternity as the first openly gay brother. But when literally at the end of pledging, we're like, we have to make a rule so you can't take pledges next year. And then he's like, oh, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. It was all right. It was okay. It was a very progressive situation.
It's very good.
It was cool, yeah.
We had an openly gay pledge, too, in 2003, I think. And it was very funny the way, like, most of the house was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And a couple people were like, it's against my beliefs of this or that. And I felt very encouraged when that argument... People can believe what they want, but when you're like part of a democratic system, it got laughed out. The quorum laughed it away. You're like, all right,
for
great.
sure, yeah. No, other than making that one rule, it actually was not that big of a deal. But making a pledge drive me to South Carolina for a round of golf was I think a good use of a pledge.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
My first turbo car driving experience was when I was a pledge, I think, and I got to drive. Shout out Avin, I know you're listening.
Oh yeah,
he let me drive.
Dude.
You know Avin.
I do.
He let me drive his Eclipse GST
Oh, dude.
to go get alcohol
Oh,
when he
yes.
was like 21, and I was like, this is awesome. He never let me drive it again in college, but
Was it
that was a very fun.
first or second gen?
First gen.
First gen.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Remember
boy.
like the Eagle we drove?
Oh, yeah.
That looked the same.
Power seatbelts?
I think power seatbelts, very tall shifter, like
Very dildo.
very dildo, very
shifter.
pull this lever to open hatch
Fucking
type of lever.
Extremely dildo.
Which I remember I looked at it, I've driven like, I don't know, 10 cars at this point that all have shift knobs,
Yeah.
not a shift lever. So that was weird. But when turbo hit, I was like, oh, this is spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. Yeah.
Man, my friend Brandon had the Eclipse GS non-turbo, automatic. You want to talk about a car that was the vibratiest car I've ever been.
All the reliability of Mitsubishi with none of the joy. Great.
Oh,
yeah.
Brandon's Mitsubishi was tough, dude. It was bad. It
They've
was
made
bad.
some good, man, when you see like a regular Lancer, like
Oh, yeah.
from the early aughts,
Yeah.
and then you see what was turned into the Evo, and you go, man, they did great work with like that Surgeon with the body cladding and the wing.
Yeah,
transformed.
a base Lancer.
Dull as fuck looking car.
It's like the Evo 8,
Yes.
but in base Lancer. A base Lancer from that year is one of the saddest cars imaginable. Like, if you asked Claude to draw me failure on wheels,
Yeah, draw
like,
me the
that's-
cheapest gray car you can.
That's a sad looking car.
It looks so short and stubby.
Yeah, it's
And,
like a Corolla on lithium. It's
Yeah, it really is. like this whole hood it looks like they found wheels at the factory that were too small
Mm-hmm.
and put them on anyway. You know, this should have 16s because of this front end.
those
It's
are
so
like
weird.
14s probably. Those are bad.
And
But then
back is so bad.
you have the Evo 9.
Hi guys.
Like, dude, put the Evo 9. Just like give me any Evo. Give me any Evo.
Right.
You widen the fenders. You give me some vents. Little aggression in the low nose.
Sure.
The right wheels.
I mean, look, they also
The
changed the
doors
headlight
are
design.
exactly the same, by the way. The shape of the roof is exactly the same. The hood line and trunk line are exactly the same.
I think the hood they changed because see how the lights wrap up onto the hood in the regular Lancer, and then here they're horizontal. Oops.
Oh, hang on a
I
minute.
did do that.
Oh,
See?
for real?
But the grill's the same.
Oh, wow.
But the
What
lights,
a
were the
difference.
were the key.
What a difference that makes.
Yeah, look, here's a clear example.
Oh, shit.
That goes
Holy
up the
sad
fender.
lights.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
there's just no intimidation factor. You know,
Yeah,
this-
because look, even when you have the RS there with no wing and stuff, you got to have the right headlights. Fuck, those headlights. What a world of difference,
wow,
huh?
yeah,
That is,
same year.
Well, it's like, think about
Amazing.
the shape of eyes. Like, you go from, like, the yellow one has, like, crazy fucking cat lady eyes.
They did
and
the lift was too aggressive. You know, when someone looks surprised and they can't really blink. Yeah,
Yeah, Beverly Hills. The yellow is Beverly Hills.
she's 72.
Yeah.
Just got divorced.
Yeah, the red
Hi.
and the red one, the Evo is Glendale. It's just anger. Straight
I'm
rage.
staying away from that comparison.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to think you mean something else with Glendale. That's the problem.
Oh, well, I mean anger. Folks, support is coming into this episode from Mac Tools. Love Mac Tools. You've seen the Mac Tools truck at shops before. If you've been around anyone who's into cars, you know exactly. You can close your eyes and picture what a Mac Tools truck looks like. Well, have you ever thought about actually being the one who owns that route, meaning that's your Mac truck, you're selling those tools? For someone already into cars who's working on them or in or around shops or at least spending your weekends wrenching on something, this could be the perfect gig because Mac Tools franchisees run their own mobile tool business selling directly to shops and technicians. It's a relationship business and repeat customers that you service every week. And you're not left to figure it out on your own. They've got an extensive training program and support to build it the right way. As a small business owner myself, and I'm not talking about YouTube here, I'm talking about parking cars. Trust me, one of the best things you could be working right now is a fully analog business that is absolutely immune to economic conditions and tools. And for people who fix things are going to keep breaking, whether it's HVAC or cars or whatever. People need tools and people will need to sell those people tools, just like people will need parking. That's what I do. Mac has been doing this for over a century, and there's a reason it still works. So if you've ever thought about doing your own thing in the automotive world, it is worth checking out. Go to mac.tools.org/tire to learn more and see if there's an open route near you. That's MACTOOLS.org/tire to learn more. We're also supported today by ButcherBox. I love me some ButcherBox because it's meat, and I love meat. And it's grilling season. The summer is upon us. You take the cover off the barbecue for a couple of months at a time, and the difference between a good cookout and a great one sometimes comes down to the quality of your meat and whether or not your mother-in-law is there. Outside of that, it's the meat. But you can have the best grill setup in the world, but if you're cooking garbage, it's going to show. That's why I've been rolling with ButcherBox. They deliver premium, responsibly sourced meat right to your door, so you're starting with the good stuff every time. ButcherBox delivers over 100 premium protein options straight to your door, from grass-fed beef to wild-caught seafood. It's all raised and sourced the right way. No antibiotics, no added hormones, no fillers, just clean, reliable protein you can feel good serving. Especially during grilling season, that quality, it really matters, and better meat means better flavor, fewer mistakes on the grill, and meals that live up to the moment, whether it's a quick weeknight dinner or a full weekend count. They sent me some fillets that I did a little reverse sear on. That's where I go in my convection oven at 200 for about 35 minutes till I get to an internal temperature in the 120s, and then I get over to the smoking hot cast iron, where I go onto the cast iron and into the broiler for like 5 minutes to get that perfect sear on the outside, and it was absolutely delicious. Salt, pepper, butter, nothing else, and it was a delight. So as an exclusive offer, new listeners can get their choice between free sirloin ground beef or chicken wings in every box for life, plus $20 off when you go to butcherbox.com/tire. That's right, your choice of free sirloin tips, ground beef, or chicken wings in every box for life, plus $20 off your first box and free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/tire. And don't forget to use our link so they know we sent you. And support's coming in from Quince. Lately, I've been more intentional about what I wear day to day. I'm trying to dress better because I have lost a little bit of weight. I have to buy new clothes. I might as well buy the good stuff, but it's got to be comfortable because I'm getting in and out of cars. I'm crawling around the shop, but I got to be put together because I'm talking to customers and I'm on camera. It just makes getting dressed simpler, and Quince has been my spring go-to. The fabrics feel elevated, the fits are clean, and everything just works without needing to overthink it. And Quince has all the wardrobe staples for spring. Think 100% European linen shorts and shirts from $34. Lightweight, breathable, and comfortable, but still put together. And clean 100% Pima cotton tees with a softness that just has to be felt to really be appreciated. The pants hit the same balance, relaxed and comfortable, with polished enough to wear pretty much everywhere at 50 to 80% less than what you'd find from similar brands. Quince works directly with ethical factories, cutting out the middlemen, so you're getting premium materials without the markup. I just got a couple of those linen shirts for the summer. I had to throw away. I don't throw away. I donate them, but all these linen shirts, I had like a dozen of them because I went from a double XL to a XL, went with the Quince, and it is money. You're going to see me wearing these things all summer because it's about to get hot in here. And I got like 6 of them for what it would have cost me normally to get like 2. You can do it too. Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use. Head over to quince.com/tire for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/tire for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/tire. The Pink Nodus Canyon officially sold out.
Hey.
The patrons had a week to buy their units, and the remaining units were available to the public as of yesterday and sold out in an hour. So
Great.
that's the last one. I promise. We're not making any more of those.
No more canyons.
No more canyons. However.
You're making a canyon.
No. Le canyon. No.
You're making a fjord.
I was noodling around the name Canyon Deep for the diver, but I don't really love it. I think it's not going to be where we land.
That just sounds like a larger canyon, or a canyon grand,
It's a
were.
canyon for diving. It's a different. It's a completely different architecture watch. But Wes from Nodus texted me that we Colin, the engineer, the guy who literally engineers Nodus's watches, was able to hit my crucial milestone, milestone is the wrong word. My crucial metric of a 200 meters water resist diver with a thickness that is in the tens. So this isn't shit. That's not the Canyon. The Canyon is 11.7. So this is
slimmer but more waterproof.
It's actually the Canyon's 200 meters also, but this is a diver with a spinning dive bezel, think Rolex Submariner, but thinner than the Canyon. All affordable divers are going to be like 15 millimeter thick. Chunky.
Yeah.
And even the new Grand Seiko that I was gushing over last week, the Ushio, that's 13.7. That's 13. It's something with a 13, 13.7, 13.8, something like that. And so, a 90s or 2000s Submariner is low 11s.
Okay.
We wanted to go thin.
Wow.
Actually, check me on that. Can you Google what is the thickness of a 2002 Rolex Submariner? Is it 12.7 to 12.8? So significantly thicker than that. Thinner.
Thinner than that. Yeah.
Significantly
20%-ish.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which listen, for a affordable watch with serious water resistance, this is going to be a fucking heater.
So it'll feel almost like a dress watch in terms of the thinness and lightness.
It'll go under all the cuffs
instead of being this big thing that gets in the way.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
The thinner the watch, the more versatile it can be. Mm-hmm. So the really dope, mega high-end sport watches, the Nautilus, the Royal Oak, these are really thin. The Nautilus is 8.5 millimeters thin. Really thin.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
but does that usually come with higher cost?
Yeah, these watches are $35,000-$40,000 retail. We're talking about something that is around the same price as the Canyon. We have not landed on final pricing, but it will be in the same ballpark as what we've been selling. The movement is a little different. It's not used. It's still going to be it's a Solita Swiss movement. This is the Lejeune Perrette movement. So it has a slightly shorter power reserve. This has the 70 hour. I don't think it's got quite such a long power reserve. I forgot to ask what the power reserve is.
Okay.
It's just the mission was the thinness with the water resistance, and it was whatever dependable, accurate movement we can get that will fit our thinness targets.
Yeah. If you're still underwater at 70 hours, you don't need to tell the time anymore.
And Nodus hand clocks the movements, so they regulate every movement. So they don't just buy the movement and put it in the watch. They put it on a time grapher, and there's ways to
adjust it to make sure it's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
They make them really accurate. So, but yeah, we 6 colors. And how many watches? 100 mint, 100 blue, 100 green, and 100 pink. Okay, that's 400. We got 200 orange.
Oh, okay.
So 600, and then 50 mother of pearls, and then Scott's watch. So 651.
Dude, this is cool.
That's a lot of watches to sell.
It is. It's amazing that you were a fan of watches since forever, and then you get to make
In
partnership with Nodus,
people
make a watch.
it,
yeah,
buy it,
also
and then they like it, and there's people who bought all 6. I think there's like 8 people maybe or 9 people that bought all 6.
Thanos, he did it first.
Yeah.
And then,
and I see them out. When I go to stuff, people are wearing them and they really like it. And we have a couple friends that are like pretty well off and have like pretty high end collections, and like they're wearing their Canyons like all the time.
Dude, it's a nice,
pretty good watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good watch. So I don't know if the pinks have shipped yet. They're like if they have it, it's like now. They should be shipping now. So I hope to see them on people's wrists very, very soon. Thank you for playing that game, and I hope you like our next watch. We have. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really nice. I'm stoked that they said that they hit a 10, which is fucking crazy. Speaking of though, the 650 first watch, did you see our friend Scott's project?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so there's big news today. Big car news. The BMW M3 CS Handschalter, the BMW M3 CS masturbatory device Handschalter. Our contest winner, when we did the blood thing, the stem cell blood thing to give away the prototype Nodus with the teal, the dark teal dial. It was so fucking beautiful. The winner was a dude named Scott, who was a product manager at BMW on the 3 and 4 Series line. And this is one of his projects.
Whoa.
So he DM'd us this morning and was like, hey, check out my shit. Made a thing.
That's cool.
So this is a manual transmission, rear drive BMW M3 CS with an asterisk, because it has the 473 horsepower motor, not the 550 horsepower CS motor. When you have to get the all-wheel drive to get all the power, they won't give you the full beans with the rear drive. But it's a manual sedan that looks like a CS and is light. It's got a bunch of lightweighty bits. You can look where they are, by the way.
Yep,
Recognize that? They're
streets.
Yeah. Like, nobody invited me. The fuck, bro? Let's go.
This is evening, from like 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
Yeah, good glow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good drift.
Drifting around the U-turn, yeah.
As one does.
You do need that kind of power to carry that as a full drift. This is a very long corner that you need like over 400 horsepower really to slide.
Yeah.
I couldn't slide that Escort there. I could slide the Escort on the bus stop with 208 horsepower, but I couldn't hold that whole thing.
Well, it also had sticky tires, right?
Yeah, like racing tires.
That makes sense.
But honestly, how cool is that, right?
It looks pretty good. I think it's really fun. And
$107,000 exclusively for North America. 0 to 60 in 4.1, top speed 180, M drivers package,
reduced
red
weight,
techno-violet metallic. Sorry, go ahead.
Using carbon fiber reinforced plastic, forged wheels, titanium muffler, and some buckets. They shave 75 pounds compared to the standard M3, but only if you get the carbon ceramics. So a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, people will be more drawn to it because 75 pounds with the manual though.
It's branded a CS and it's a manual. That'll be enough to do her.
Yep.
And then, like M Engineering or whoever the BMW equivalent is will give you the 550 horsepower, like, righto, no problem.
Yeah, 3 minutes later. Carbon stripes look pretty good.
It looks good in red, I gotta say. I mean, I still don't love the kidneys, but the rest of the car in this color looks pretty good.
Yeah, these are like bronze gold wheels. Those look nice.
With like a shadow carbon stripe.
And
I was giving Scott a little bit of crap about there not being the comfort seats. And oh well. It's a CS. What are you going to do?
It is a CS.
But
no cup holder, but
either way,
it's a CS.
Manual gearbox, loving it.
I like this pattern on the seats. For people listening, it's got
wave?
it's like a wavy texture down the center of the seat that looks like distorted red waves. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, when do
Pretty
we get
neat,
to
huh?
drive it? When do we get to drift it to the streets? That's what's important.
There apparently will be press cars, so we will have to check that out. What are right there? Oh, we could talk about either the insane like Mecum results this past weekend. Some of this shit is crazy. And Enzo crossed $10 million.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Wasn't the new high 6 a few
This one was
months ago?
silver. Yeah. Briefly though, even if you is that recent results?
Oh wait, that's from.
That's
a different one. That's the one from
no. You
earlier
want
this
what
year.
we want is I believe it's in. Jesus Christ! Oh, here we go down. Where's that silver Enzo? That's Indy. We want Indy. Filter by Indy. That's it. That's this one. Yeah.
Okay.
This. I just saw some of these. Some of these were really, really wild. The California Spider, understandable. But let's see the silver Enzo, 2003. It is apparently the only one in this color, and it's a good color, which is Grigio Titanio. But this sold. Does it have an exact number? It doesn't give you the exact number?
I think Mecum hides it.
Well, their Instagram had it. For sure their Instagram had it on it, and it was 10.
Okay. I'll find it.
Which, come on, guys. Like, what is happening? I don't know what's going on with this, where in a year we go from, 3 to 5 to 10. And also we've got the 911 reimagined by Czinger, classic commission, 1.65 million.
400 miles since it was built.
400 miles, highest ever recorded auction number for a Czinger classic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought they were higher than that.
For classic.
I know. I thought if you want to skip the line, it was 2 or more.
No, the DLSs are all high 2s, but classics have all historically been like 900 to like 1.5.
Okay.
Wait, go back up, all the way to the top. The slideshow at the top right with the California Spider. We got California Spider, 18 million, but a huge number, a fabulous result for a California Spider. But it's still a California
It's a very,
Spider.
very famous car. Yeah.
These cars have been over 10 for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
So not surprising at all there. 10 million or 230,000 for the Ferrari Enzo.
This might be the best looking color on an Enzo I've ever seen. And I'm not usually drawn to silver.
I agree with you.
But I think this is the best looking Enzo I've ever seen.
I think, I think you're right. I do think it is a very, very nice looking color. It's all class.
Yeah. I mean, I thought gray on new cars was played out, but on this thing, like, this looks pretty awesome. With red interior, red seats at least.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot.
It is.
It's pretty hot.
But 10.
I mean, for me, no. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Like, it's something we've said this all the time. Like, people have so much money.
Yeah.
And maybe they also have all the other things that are cool.
Yeah.
And they just go, oh, I've always wanted one of those. And I have 40% more money after 3 months because of the market than I did when the yellow one sold for 6. So, sure. I don't know. This is crazy.
Essentially, you're right. And special Ferraris, particularly in unique specifications, are now like a known and encouraged like asset class. You know, like your financial advisor will tell you, yeah, go in hard on that. Especially if you're worth, let's just say, and this is we're talking about silly people fantasy money right now. But if you're worth $200 million, I bet if I was worth $200 million, my actual financial advisor, who I do work with, would be like, so you think that this will not really go down like much, right? And I would go, no, I don't. I think it could go up a lot. It could go down some. It'll probably stay right where it is. She would go, okay, buy it. Like that would be the whole conversation.
Right. This is 5% of your net worth.
Yeah.
If you're worth $200 million.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, it's crazy money and it's crazy way, but just the escalation of this car in 1 year.
Yes, that's the really surprising
is
thing.
bananas.
Because I think
they're
the
that-
yellow one was 6, and that set the record for Enzo's. It was literally earlier this year.
If you paid 6 for the yellow, I bet you're fucking annoyed that you didn't just get this one. Almost nobody.
But wasn't
would
there
rather
one
have,
yellow? I feel like
I think there's a couple. It was like single digits yellow, but yeah, this is great.
This is a more popular color than yellow. Absolutely.
I think there's 2 that are blue, and the blues are fucking insane. They're so good.
Blue and tan. The Ferrari blue looks good.
Yeah.
The light blue or the dark blue look amazing.
Ferrari knows how to do it blue. They do it reluctantly, but they do. Oh, you get this. Speaking of Ferrari, sidebar, I have been invited through Road and Track actually to Tenerife to drive the 849 Spider.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of June. So that'll be kind of cool. And for Road and Track, so I don't even have to make a video. That shit is going on a press launch as a print journalist is fucking luxury living. Guys, support is coming in today from Zoc Doc. Join me in this one. Raise your hand if you've put off a dental cleaning, an annual checkup, or any kind of doctor's appointment. Yep. Me too? Yes. Hand is up. And when something feels off, I will usually first, maybe assume nothing is wrong, but then doom scroll symptoms, right? Self-diagnose, quietly spiral. Maybe I'll vent to Hannah, but like not really do anything. Or, take some vitamins, hope for the best, or be like, hey, it's probably fine. Right, but now I'm going to turn 45 this year. There is that's a bad road to go down if you start to ignore things or self-diagnose. Right, so I'm doing it differently. We're finding doctors we love and booking appointments with Zoc Doc. Zoc Doc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high-quality in-network doctors so you can find someone you love. Especially important for me, I just switched my insurance provider. And now I have to go to all new doctors, or else to go to my old doctors, I have to pay like all this out-of-pocket, out-of-network cash money. So I'm not about that. And Zoc Doc has in-network appointments with more than 150,000 providers across all 50 states. So whether it's dermatology, dentistry, primary care, eye care, or one of the other 200 specialties offered on Zoc Doc, you can easily search by specialty or symptom to build the care team that's right for you. Want to see the doctor in person? Great. Want to do video visit? Fine too. View thousands of verified patient reviews to get a sense of who your doctor is, and maybe they have the same likes and dislikes about patients that you have about doctors, or share the love of the same sports team. Whatever it is, you can feel confident that you can book with a doctor that you will love. So when you're ready, you can then see their real-time availability and click to book instantly. No phone tag, no waiting around. Appointments made through Zoc Doc happen fast, typically with just 24 to 72 hours of booking. And you can even score some same-day appointments. I have been watching my heart, my cholesterol, as well as my weight and stuff very, very fastidiously over the last 3 years, and I was encouraged by my primary to get a certain type of test fairly urgently with a certain type of specialist, and I had absolutely no clue where to find one. So I used Zoc Doc to get this test with this specialist. It actually was shockingly easy. I got the test in about 2 days, and it turns out it was something that did require a little bit of behavior modification, but nothing that required the level of panic that I was giving it. So Zoc Doc to the rescue. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/tire to find and instantly book a doctor that you love today. ZocDoc.com/tire. Guys, support is coming in today from Factor. And for me, healthy eating is a problem of what to keep in the house versus what to not keep in the house. Right? So like when I want to eat healthy, I just keep healthy stuff around. That's my choice, right? I don't give myself the option for unhealthy. But I don't always have that when I'm out and about in my life. And what ends up happening is I go to work and I work like through lunchtime, and then by the time I get time to eat, I'm so hungry that I make bad choices, right? Factor is the solution. They're ready at the office, in the fridge, no planning, no grocery runs, no cooking, and they have meals built around my particular weight loss goals. Could be your goals, more protein, strength, GLP-1 support, workout recovery. They've got the Muscle Pro collection now, and Factor has so many choices. It's what they have, over 100 rotating weekly meals, and what they don't have. They ban over 175 ingredients, including artificial colors, sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, or refined seed oils. It's all very nutrient dense. There's a newly launched ready-to-eat salads with vibrant ingredients like elote corn and miso edamame, and then there's the globally inspired flavors like Mediterranean and Asian. Always something new to look forward to, and the 70-plus add-ons that round out your nutrition, from green juices to peanut butter energy bites. I do like the peanut butter energy bites. Factor's ready in 2 minutes in the microwave, so Factor shops, preps, cooks, and delivers straight to your door, so you have more time for everything you love this spring. And eating on time, making the right choice is easy and quick, so you don't get so late in the day or too hungry you make a bad choice, right? Right. Head over to factormeals.com/tire50off and use code tire50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box, with new subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 2026. See website for more details. One more time, factormeals.com/tire50off. Use code tire50off. And back to the show. Going on a press launch while making videos, I'm not saying it isn't a great way to making a living, but it's much more of a job than going as a print journalist.
Yes, absolutely.
Going as a print journalist is just a delight.
Well, when you go as a print journalist, you are a sponge for information, right? All you're doing is taking notes, driving, experiencing, thinking of things. And at worst, I think they have to write the article on the flight home if the deadline is soon.
Yeah.
But as a video journalist, the information is going two directions because you have to present it back immediately to the camera on the location. So for me, you, everybody, that is the more stressful part of it. While
you're also like getting video, worried about the audio, you know, if you're by yourself, it's a extremely like high pressure situation. You're like negotiating with the manufacturer to get like 2 extra laps of track time to get a couple extra shots.
You're running a production while also trying to ingest, digest, and then express information. Again,
not complaining. It's a fabulous way to earn a living. There's people that dig fucking ditches. But compared to being a print journalist, it's nothing like that. That's living, baby. So that'll be fun. Two more funny things. I talked to my service advisor at the Porsche dealer today. It wasn't that the bushings at the front were done, but they don't actually just replace the bushing; they replace the entire control arm assembly.
Oh, because sometimes a lot of cars now, the bushings are not serviceable. They just give you a new arm. Yeah, they actually did that with mine because it was cheaper to just get the new lower front control arm than to put the bushing in and out. Yeah,
yeah. So they're doing that. It'll be done tomorrow, though.
Cool.
But it also like. There was just this hint, this very faint, I said it was creaking the front end a little bit when you go over articulations, but there was also just a hint of what felt like this light electrical resistance and low speed at the steering. And he was like, yeah, that was the control arm was causing that. And I was like, oh shit, I'm glad I actually felt that.
Oh, because the bushing was loose.
Yeah, it was like a very subtle electrical resistance. It was weird. Like the E-Pass was trying to like counter it.
Whoa. Yeah. So it was pushing back against you as you were turning it because it was getting the wrong information?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It just had like a little extra force feedback, like maybe like 1 or 2%.
Only in that direction? Whatever, one direction?
No, both directions, but only at very low speeds, like parking lot speeds. You notice it more when reversing than going forward. But, it was like most people would not like I'm so great, but like most people wouldn't notice anything like this. They would not be. This is like really, really, really inside of like I've driven 6 Taycans this year.
Right.
This isn't like, this one's not like them,
And you've also driven that car for 2 years almost. So it was like when you got it.
Yeah.
And we put the wheels on. Like you have to pay attention to that because you wanted to know, does it feel different now that it has these new wheels and new tires on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fortunately, the dealer did not say anything about that.
I felt a new sound in my car today. I was exiting 405 to the 90, and I got on that ramp, and then all of a sudden I heard like a and I take my hands off the wheel. I go, is the tire flat? No, I'm still tracking straight. Like I was trying to assess, as I approach the exit, what's going on.
But budda, very rarely good.
No, never good.
There's no buddas.
No. And I could feel it through the seat a little bit. And I went, did I like run over a 2x4 or something that's like stuck to the tire now? But my brain started going to, well, what's already a little wrong with the car that I have been meaning to address? Like the axle weeps a little bit. And I know I need to get it done, but I need to take it to Avis, and I haven't done that yet. And I go, oh man, did I just blow my diff up? And now it's seizing right now.
And you're on the highway, 405?
I'm on the 90 about to exit for Sentinella.
All right.
But I'm also going, can I drive home? I also have to go back to jury duty tomorrow. And I get home and I look at the front tire and I see the largest nail I've ever seen stuck into my front right tire. It's like the head is the size of a quarter and it's like as thick as.
Oh, no.
And so I think if they take it out to plug it, I mean, it's like a pinky finger. So we'll see.
The whole nail is, not just the head?
No, the head is obviously much larger.
Yeah.
But I could see a little bit of the shaft looking sideways. I'm like, that's not a wood screw. So we'll see.
I'll tell you what.
We'll see.
Because I have to go to the track tomorrow, and it's too many miles to just put on the Aston. Why don't you drive me? Why don't you take the Aston, and then you don't have to fix your tire to go to jury duty by tomorrow?
Oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to drive?
My pink car.
Oh, cool. Okay, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
I will roll up. Today I arrived at court in my car, left for lunch, and returned in a Lyft. And when I got picked up in a Lyft, I felt like I had a DUI case I was fighting.
Where is your car? It's at home?
It's at home.
Okay,
I got home. It was like 2 blocks, and then I looked, and it was fine.
All right.
But that would be helpful. That would be very helpful.
Yeah.
All right.
You can roll the Aston jury duty. I'm sure you'll be totally unbiased. So Zach has fucking jury duty, which is his civic duty, but he literally missed the DB12S in the canyons today. Fortunately, you have it over the weekend while I'm gone, so you can have some fun.
But
also the Czinger miss the Czinger at the track tomorrow.
Motherfucker, they're gonna make more
breakfast
Astons.
burritos. The Czinger and a breakfast burrito. I might run a few laps in the pink car too.
You should.
I should.
I mean, last time I was there, I drove my car on the streets. It was so fun.
No, I did like 3 laps on when I forgot to talk about it on the podcast. I did like 3 laps in it while I was up there for the F1 race. And wow, it is a lot of torque. It is a lot of torque. And also the PS4S tires are really not enough for these kinds of speeds on the track. I mean, it's fine. They're fine, but like I could fucking spin them in third.
That makes sense.
And I can easily enter a corner with these brakes. I can easily enter a corner and this kind of speed faster and develop some understeer, just like if I had stickier tires that I wouldn't have understeer. Like it's like the car is set up for street driving. It's not set up for track driving. So
right, you're getting used to closing speeds.
But I
you
got
to slide it.
No, I did.
Good. Okay.
It's very easy to slide.
Great.
It's very, very easy.
Bring your pink car, throw a GoPro vertical from the back for the bus stop, and just put that shot up for social. But that's a good time.
It is. It's really, really easy to slide. It's not hard at all. So.
I saw a nice, like a pearl white Spider today with a red top, and I was like, ooh. That's
the white with
look.
the red works. Yeah. I mean, there's another frozen berry one somewhere that has my interior, the 2-tone interior, and it has a red top, and it's a lot of red, man. It's
too much.
There's way too much red.
Yeah.
But on a white, you could swing it. You probably have to have a black interior, though. Maybe if you did black interior, red belts, red, like, just seat centers, that could probably work. You can make that work.
I didn't get close enough for that, but I saw it go by. I was like, that's a good look.
It'd be fun.
It'd be funny. It's like a classy color, but if you had the big engine, it'd be a sleeper. But that would be super helpful. I will have the most expensive car in the car park of court by probably a huge margin. Like the judge will look at me and be like, this is why I didn't let you off.
Right. Do we know what the trial is yet?
Yeah, but I can't talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
What else was in this list before we move on from this Mecum thing? Even though we've clearly already moved on, we did a 9.7 on a 1,300 kilometer. So that's a sub 1,000 mile 95 Ferrari F50.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd rather drive this than the Enzo, but
you wouldn't be driving it. 1,300 kilometers, dude. That's a sitting there. Oh, you would drive it.
I would drive it.
Oh, you would buy it to drive.
If I have $200 million and I know that I'm going to die with $1 million, yeah, I would drive the hell out of it. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
The goal would be to be wealthy enough to drive the thing and not care about it.
I agree. Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Yeah, send it.
I'd rather drive this than the Enzo for sure.
Manual.
And you'd save $600,000 in the process.
There you go. It's a deal.
$600,000. You know how much gas that is in an F50? That's a bunch of gas.
How many services is that in an F50? 6?
Shit. Yeah, probably. I mean,
is it 10 or is it 6?
I bet a service on an F50 is like fucking $80,000 to $100,000 for a major.
Yeah.
You take the car in half to do that shit.
I want to go to the rate.
8.5 for a LaFerrari, but that's delivery miles.
Yeah.
So that car
They
was
look
like,
cool, but they're huge, man. When we stood next to one at 10 tenths, I forget how big they are.
Yeah,
that is a big car.
They are. Yeah, it's not what I would personally spend that kind of scratch on.
What do we got here that's maybe a little more approachable? Maybe?
Approachable.
I don't even know if that's the right.
Well,
it's offensive.
I mean,
this is clearly this is the hypercar auction. Clearly.
Well, these were the big number stuff. Wow, Bugatti EB110 Super Sport, GT350s. What about you? What do you think about a little GT65 GT350?
I want one so bad, and I make fun of my wife once a quarter for not buying the great replica that we passed on. And she's like, and I go, it's not her fault though.
It's not her fault.
She goes, why didn't you go quarters on it with my stepdad and my brother-in-law? And I was like, that's a thing we could have done. And then I feel like an idiot.
All of these though are like no fucking miles is the problem. Delivery miles, 156 miles,
40 kilometers on a 935 race car.
Dude, it bums me out that capitalism always beats car enthusiasts. Like it's so profitable to buy one of these things and then just park it. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
Like that sucks,
it
man.
Very much sucks.
Like that's just not why it's one thing if you have 40 cars, okay, I get it. You can only drive cars so much. You work, you have kids, there's only so many places to go. But when it's like, dude, when you've got a car that's 12 years old and it's got 1,000 miles on it, like what are you doing? Like go somewhere for a weekend in your car. Come on.
Yeah. There's low miles because you can only drive so many things. And then there's just delivery miles where it's clear that you just bought it, bubbled it, and flipped it.
This is a bummer.
Yeah.
How about this? Maybe a little more approachable. 512 TR, 5-speed.
Oh yeah.
Still probably $300,000. Very expensive, but a fucking fantastic analog Ferrari.
Here you go. You like a Boss Mustang.
I do like a Boss Mustang.
That hood scoop is huge.
Yeah. Boss 429, K code.
Wow.
So that's pretty fun. Big fucking numbers down there.
Geez,
big numbers.
Really big numbers.
But at the same time, we've got some like huge numbers on blue chip stuff. I've heard anecdotes of, the Wednesday, Thursdays of these auctions where it's, random ass Bel Airs and Buick Regals and Pontiac Le Mans and, just whatever, nice but not significant cars. There are deals to be had.
That's what I was hoping to find down here, but they don't post the like an AMX.
200
miles?
207
Jeez.
miles.
Right,
I'm sure that's
cheap.
affordable.
God damn.
200-mile AMX.
All right. Mecum, if you're listening, start posting the things that sell on a Wednesday so that we can cover it. That's
50 years. 200 miles. That's probably just in and out of trailers. You know what I mean?
I feel like 3 people owned it. Someone owned it and bubbled it when they bought it new because they love the AMX. And then it probably went to a museum and then to a person who has obscure sensibilities.
Can you search for a GT500? Do a little search there for a Shelby GT500. I want 67 Super Snake.
These wheels are terrible.
Those are those hubcaps. Those are white wall tires.
Those are white walls on big tall wheels.
That one at the bottom is sort of similar to the Revology car. That's kind of what I wanted to see is like an original
Interceptor. I keep seeing this.
427 cubic inch police Interceptor V8.
The cops chase me in this. I'm pulling over just to talk to them.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
I'm like, dude, that thing's awesome.
428. Because I'm writing for 19,000 miles. I'm writing for Road and Track this month about how, you know, in some cases like this Revology or that Borum Motorworks thing, the recreations are more expensive than the real things.
Right. So you want to know what this
I'd like to know what this actually sold for.
Where could we find that information?
Just find Google the VIN number. Is that the VIN number? There you go, serial number. Let's see if we can find that motherfucker.
Oh, Sotheby's.
RM Sotheby's, huh?
Oh, here we go. Haggerty has it. It was sold for $400,000.
It was sold for $400,000
last January.
Okay, all right. So it's a little bit more expensive than a Revology, which is like $380, but it's 19,000 miles. The vast majority of these will not have such low miles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the average 67 GT500 will not be $400,000. It'll probably be $250 to $300.
Maybe that's a good question. Like, were these cars driven more when they were new? Because they were still the most expensive Mustang, you know, so they're bought by people who maybe the same problem existed. People had too many cars or had too much work. Or they were just driven a lot more because it started 50 years ago. I don't know.
I think these cars were not necessarily... I don't think there were very many cars that were collectible from new in the 1960s. You know, in the 1960s, most people who bought even very fancy cars used them as their car. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, and maybe they had a few cars, but it wasn't like, there weren't a lot of these collections in the 60s where people bought a new thing and then just stuck it away in plastic. That happened.
That's true.
That didn't happen starting until like the 80s. But yeah, okay. Good condition, 168 on Haggerty price guide.
They don't have the miles listed here. I was curious, but yeah.
But 19,000's low for a 67. That's a low mile car by anyone's standards. Yeah. All right. Good to know.
Cool.
Good to know. Oh, dude, before we get to the questions, fucking Cricket with an assist from Monty. Actually, I should say Monty and Cricket. It's unclear who actually hunted and caught the bird, but Monty brought the live bird into my house.
Cool.
And
how big a bird? What are we talking about? Tennis ball?
No, it was a slightly smaller than this water bottle.
Okay.
Skinnier, like
a finch.
Like Dumb and Dumber, like Petey. It was like Petey. It was like Petey.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone knows. Everyone's going to know what I mean when I say
pretty
this.
Bird.
Like
pretty
Petey
bird.
from Dumb and Dumber. It was like that. And mauled the fuck out of this thing.
Fix it with masking tape.
Dude, didn't. I managed to like stop. It was Cricket by this point from like killing it, but like only so it wasn't like just a disgusting mess in my house. Like it was essentially like it was gonna die.
Right, but you wanted to prolong that experience for the bird.
I took it outside and put it in a towel, and I didn't shoot it.
I know.
I snapped its fucking neck.
Did you?
Yeah. I see him do it all the time in quail hunts. Oh. You know, when a bird is wounded.
Right.
I see the quail guides do it like 100 times a fucking shoot. Mm-hmm. So I've seen it. I've never done it, but I've seen it done. I didn't enjoy it.
I bet.
Didn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, did not enjoy it.
When we first moved into our new place, a bird hit our window and got hurt its wing. Or no, actually, I take that back. It didn't hit our window. Sarah found it by the pool. Mm-hmm. Like she saw this bird trying to get around and broken leg, broken wing. We bring it inside and we text a friend of mine who was like a vet tech. We're like, hey, what can we do for this? Where can we bring it? And she goes, well, you could just twist its head off. And I mean, this woman like is a farm chick, and I went, what? And she goes, look, that's the quickest way to do it, and that's what they're not going to do that at the vet, but they're going to euthanize it, so you could just do it and save yourself a drive.
Yeah.
We hung up the phone. We're like,
Did you?
No, we tried to like feed it and hope it got better, and it died. It died in the night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, you should have just ripped its...
I guess.
No, it's gnarly. That's fucking gnarly. I didn't enjoy it. It was a tiny little bird. I had felt no resistance whatsoever, but I did not enjoy it.
See, in our situation, there's no blood, and we've watched too many videos of like person heals crow. Crow is now friends with their dog forever. I mean, you know me and my wife. And so
Those are AI, dude.
No, these are real. These are very
Those are
real.
all AI.
These are very real, but we were very optimistic that it might come back, you know, and it might heal itself
God.
up.
They're all AI.
So
100% fully.
No. These are very real videos. This shit happens infrequently, sure. But
I'm so proud of my girls of Cricket and Monty for catching a bird.
Definitely.
That's fucking some real shit, dude. I really like that.
Yeah.
They, but man, I did not. I was sort of hoping it couldn't still fly because that's all I needed is a fucking bird flying around my house. And
it's hard to catch, dude. It's so hard.
No, fortunately, it was wounded enough that it was not that hard to catch for me. Okay. Once I got, as soon as I saw, Cricket knew that her time with the bird was up. So she growled, and this cat loves me. She growls at me, grabbed the bird, and took the fuck off running. And I was like, oh no. Like, so I'm trying to like herd her to at least take off running back into the backyard. And I've talked about this a lot. My backyard is walled in, so the cats can't get out. So during supervised time, I let them in the backyard when I'm there. But like, I'm trying to get her back into the backyard, and she does not want to go outside. So she's running like through the fireplace, like back and forth. And eventually, I pick her up with the bird in her mouth, and I take her outside with it. She finally puts it down, and then I put it down.
Right.
But fucking.
It's a prideful moment, though.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
If and I texted Hannah. I was like, Hannah, they brought a live bird into the house. And she was like, did you give them treats and say they were good? I was like, no.
You took their treat away.
I chased them around the fucking house. Well, then I remembered that we went to the hoity-toity Playa Vista Farmers Market where you can buy dead, dried birds.
We have done that for our dog.
Yeah. So then Hannah was like, no, we have them in the cupboard. You have to give them a dead baby quail, which I did, and Cricket,
they're so confused.
Cricket ate a dried baby quail, her in 2 bites, chomp, chomp, gone. It's like, holy shit.
She was charged up, just fired
ready,
up.
Just ready.
Yeah.
Snuggled with me all night. Was like very happy with herself.
Well, it's the whole like hunt, kill, eat, sleep.
Hunt, catch, kill, eat, groom, sleep.
Yeah, from the cat book.
Dude, they all after hunting these birds all day, they slept all fucking night so well. They were
because their bloodlust had been quenched.
Yeah.
The thirst had been quenched, and they finally slumbered.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a vampire.
Indeed. Let's talk to the people. Patreon.com/The Smoking Tire Podcast, where you can join in the fun. You can ask questions for the show, watch the live stream, get the show the day it's recorded, or, shortly thereafter. It's the day it's recorded. Get the show without ads, get extra show every month, get access guaranteed to collabs and things like the Nodus Canyon watch and early access to our next watch. It's going to be so fucking cool, and a whole lot more. Plus, you're supporting these folks that fucking yap at you in your car for 3 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I think we've booked another live show. So we have Detroit Woodward Dream Cruise. It's going to be Thursday, August 13th. And then I'm pretty sure we're going to go to Miami for this watch and car festival thing that's happening. Spike is going to. And I think we're going to have a live show there.
Cool.
And it's going to be one of those deals where, like at Heritage or like at Willow Reimagine, where if you buy a ticket to the event or Luft, it comes with, it's not a separate ticket.
Nice. When is that?
November.
I mean,
8th,
that answer's fine.
8th, 9th, 7th,
Cool.
8th, 7th, 8th.
Cool.
And we're working on more shows, but these are the shows that are like.
We're working on a very cool big one for LA. But it hasn't come together yet. We can't announce it yet.
Ping Pong My Ding Dong says, I'm almost 2 weeks off of my burble tune in my F30 without relapsing and turn it back on. It's been nice ripping the car and just having the way it sounded the way it sounds without the burble tune. If you're over 30, you know you need to stop with that. Side note, my 3-year-old says the blow-off valve on my Gen 2 Raptor sounds like the truck is ripping toots, so I can't win. Ripping toots is fun. I have to use that in the video. The DB12 does that. The DB12 has a little blow-off noise when you lift off.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. This car's real fucking fast. It's very, 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 very fast. Forza 8 My Free Time says, I'm ready to buy a JDM import, an R34 with an RB25. So that's an R34 Skyline non-GT-R. It's like a GT-ST. Or an R32 with an RB26, so that's a GT-R. Both seem to be coming in at $65K. Is the gap between these options and the R34 GT-R largely a rareness collectability gap, or is the R34 GT-R really that much better than either a lower optioned R34 or an older GT-R? It's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say the gap from an R34 GT-R to an R32 GT-R is largely aesthetic, electronic.
Yeah. The computing power went up a lot.
A lot.
Between the 32 and 33 and then the 34.
Yeah. Aesthetic, electronic, and then your sixth gear. Outside of that, the driving experience is like fairly similar.
Slightly bigger car too, right?
They are.
But like it still feels pretty much the same.
The 34 has more power, but it's heavier. Mm-hmm. Like the 32 is lighter. You can essentially have them all end up in the same place if you want. The big thing with the 32 GT-R versus 34 is the ceramic wheel turbos, which can easily be changed and upgraded, and it only becomes a problem if you're running like big power. I would say if the dream is an R34 GT-R, then an R32 GT-R is closer to the dream than an R34 non-GT-R.
Yeah, I agree with that.
An R34 I can't believe an R34 non-GT-R is being sold for $65,000.
Well, but now the 34 GT-Rs are like 200 plus, right?
So that is, with respect to my friends who import cars and know the market better than me, fucking crazy.
Yep.
A rear drive non-GT-R R34 is like a $25,000 driving experience.
I have never I have not driven one. I mean, I've driven
nice.
R34 GT-R, and it feels like a fantastic Japanese E46 M3 with all-wheel drive and turbos on it. But with the RB25, slightly smaller.
It's less.
Yeah.
It's less. But if you have a rear drive one with less, it's like it's actually a nice, it is a very nice car. It's a slick inline six powertrain, just like the 26. And
is it basically a sophisticated like 240SX?
Yeah.
Okay.
A very sophisticated 240SX, because the actual Skyline platform is good. Mm-hmm. And when you remove the driving from the front tires,
right,
you end up with better steering feel and things like that. So it's like a nice car, but like $65,000. Jesus Christ.
But if you think about it, is it closer in driving to a Mark IV Supra? Or does it actually feel a little bit more athletic than that?
It's been a long time.
Okay.
Tough to tell.
Yeah.
Tough to tell.
It's expensive. I would go R32 GT-R because it says GT-R. The market will always know what it is, always want it. There's a market obviously for the GT-STs. They're out there, but it's smaller. Or the R34 non-GT-R. People are into it obviously, but it just doesn't have as much cachet.
I never would have considered a GT-ST to be a collectible, a real collector grade car. Mm-hmm. I always was like, when I drove one, I was like, oh, this would be like a great, fun, just car to just use as a car, not to invest or rip strictly on the weekends. It wasn't enough to be more than like just a nice car, but it was a very nice car.
That's interesting because it makes me think of like 911T versus 911 Turbo. You know, the R34 GT-R is the Turbo. And now you've got only rear-wheel drive. It's a simpler car, lighter steering, all that stuff. But for some reason, it's just not seen in that light. Or maybe maybe it's coming into that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're only like the RB25 is only it really is like 225 horsepower. It's not that much horsepower. So like, I think there's an aftermarket for it. There's like stuff you can do, but that's just my impression of it was not that is a investment grade kind of car. Maybe I'm wrong though. I haven't watched that market at all. LL Cartier 1 to 10. How cool would a C5 pace car be as a track and weekend toy? Keep it aesthetically unchanged, but coilovers and send it. I am not. Were there any C5 pace car coupes? I think they were all convertibles.
I think they look ridiculous.
They do look ridiculous.
And if you're into that and you're down to get out every day wearing your yellow Crocs and be like, that's right, I drive a SpongeBob cartoon car.
Yeah.
Sure.
But can you just Google C5 Corvette pace car and let's see if any coupes come up. I've only ever seen convertibles. Convertible. That's not real. That's the 2003. I'm talking about the one that we're talking about is the fucking neon wheels. That's what we're talking about here. And those are all convertibles. So I'll tell you what, there could be a fun bit of irony in faking the livery on a coupe for a track day beater if you wanted to
spend money on a vinyl wrap. Yes, if you want to spend money on a wrap.
Build an ugly car for the lulz.
Right. And there are people out there that have that money and mindset, and you know what, go
bro?
for it.
For real. If we were at a place where we could find a Corvette that was appropriate for Lemons /Champ, I would shanty livery this on a Lemons car for sure.
Yes.
So anyway, I don't think there's a coupe. We need a coupe. Saw Spin Blue. Am I missing some kind of thing?
Saucepin Blue? I don't know.
Okay. Anytime you step into a truly light sports car, it's almost enjoyable. Lightness adds so much value in terms of performance. And with cars getting gargantuan, when will someone come out with a new lightweight but not Miata small sports car that's designed to dance with you? I like how he says, new lightweight but not Miata small, parentheses 2,400 pounds, sports car that's designed to dance with you. A Miata is almost 2,400 pounds. If you made a Miata any bigger, it would get heavier than that.
True.
2,400 pounds is like...
I mean, GR86 is the next neighbor, I think, in terms of both lightness, size, cost.
I mean, that is the car.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right?
In terms of new cars?
Yeah.
Well, Toyota has talked about a possible MR2, right, that might use the GR Corolla 3-cylinder as a possibility. That... It's supposed to be supposedly mid-engine, maybe all-wheel drive. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully rear-wheel drive. There's some hope there. But that's, light is really hard, man, and there's not a lot of profit in light.
Yep.
People, it's light cars like Mexican food. People say they love it, but they're not willing to pay a fucking fortune for it.
Because the cheap stuff is so good.
You just don't need it, and people are.
Well, there's a gulf, right? Like if the car is light and cheap, people are fine with it because they go, well, it's light because it's cheap. And then if it's light and expensive, they go, right, because they had to use carbon fiber, and Gordon Murray had to fly in and think and do stuff like that. In between, it's expensive. I want stuff for my money.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we just talked with those longbow guys, and I don't want to get too into it because they don't have a car for us to drive yet. But lightweight sports car, not much of an interior.
Very true. Yeah, their prototype interior was basically empty.
Swingers and singers.
This question, dude, is so funny.
Wait, thank you for warning me to read that first. I'm glad this matches up with the fucking username, though. My partner and I opened our relationship, and now it's time for us to start meeting fun, lucky couples. God, I hope this is real. If you had to pick a car to pick up couples at the $25K, $50K, and $100K price points, what would you choose for some extra luck? This is a fabulous question.
This is my favorite question of the day.
And we will need the input of queer shifting gears for the queer angle of this, because I'm only able to give you a straight swingers perspective. I'm not really sure about the queer perspective.
Or if it even matters, or if there is a...
There might not be.
It may not matter, but it might.
Car enthusiasm is universal.
It also might, yeah.
All right, so if you're trying to fuck another couple using a car, the answer that immediately comes to mind is Bentley Turbo R. This is a swingers vehicle.
It really is.
Yeah. You've been pimping since been pimping.
Yeah. If that person pulls up to your house, like drinking a martini while driving, you're like, all right, you know what you're in for. Like, not an ascot, but open shirt for sure.
You're ready.
You know, down to like the navel type
right,
thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'll be your $25K. I mean, it's not going to get you great Turbo R, but it'll get you a runner. $50K. What are we swanging with $50K? Now, do you have to put the other couple in the car?
Yeah.
You do?
I think you're going on a double date of some kind.
I don't know what the entry point is. Well, no. Okay, hang on. 50. What are you doing at 50?
We're going brand new. Well, no, we're not going brand new prices. We're going for anything. If a Toyota Century.
Oh.
For two reasons. It's interesting. It's different. It shows creativity, which might come into play later. But also, it's a Toyota. It's a responsible choice, even though it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
And that means these people, whoever picks me up in a Toyota Century, I bet they get tested. Because they're not reckless. You know? That's awesome. This isn't a boat tail Riv with like cigarette burns in it. Like, you know, those people will be fun, but you're going to the doctor the next day, like you're getting checked.
Yeah.
I go Toyota Century. 15.
That's very good. $50K, it's going to be a rolling heavy fuck van. It's going to have have a round porthole. No, it's going to be a good one.
Okay.
It's going to be a Dodgebon fuck van.
There you go.
That can go to a track day on the weekends and then fuck in the paddock.
Well, because the back is open.
Yeah.
It's empty with carpet.
Yeah. You have to full interior it out.
Why?
To fuck in.
Exactly. Why? Interior gets in the way.
No, it's got to have shag carpet.
The floor. That's all you need.
Okay, it's got to have shag carpet.
Well, if it's a race van, you got to take the seats out of the track.
No. I've already solved this problem. Your seats are inflatable. You have a whole inflatable.
Nicely done.
It adds almost no weight, but you'll just fill it out. Yeah. Right? Full suite of inflatable furniture.
I would like to add as an option, because they'll have a roll cage for the track, you could have sex swing hanging from roll cage.
It's genius.
Once you park.
Why are we doing podcasts? Why don't we have a business?
Big cars.
Why don't we have a business? Instead of, let's just call it Swinger. It'll steal their logo.
Rent the building next to them. Yeah. Singer, Zinger, and Swinger.
It'll say every load is important.
Oh my God. Singer would get all of our packages that are, you know, the UPS person's like, oh, it's got to be a typo. And it's just like, here's sex swing.
We'll move in right next door. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Between Singer
and Zinger. Exactly.
It'll be Singer, Zinger, and Swinger.
Right. And the boxes will get all mixed up. It'll be fantastic.
So for a hundo, if you want to, I mean, it might sound shameless, but the Myers-Manx Resorter, which is the 4-seater, the 4-seat Myers-Manx says, you know, sparkly paint job, shag carpet,
very good point,
tassels on the bimini top. I'm ready to bone. And I have weed.
It does. You can't bone in the car.
No.
But that's okay.
As soon as
these other vehicles kind of accomplish that.
As soon as you get there. Gull Yellow says, is there a correct way to operate a watch that has a sweep secondhand as part of a chronograph function? Let it run all the time or leave it parked, or is it overthinking it and a do what you feel type of thing?
I don't understand any of this question,
right.
So can you help?
So if you have a chronograph.
Right.
Like I'm wearing my Speedmaster right now. The seconds hand is the little sub dial here.
Sure.
It's not the big hand. So some people that have chronographs, they like to just run the chronograph all the time so that the seconds hand just goes around like a three-hander watch does. So the question is there a, quote, correct way to do it? Do you just run the chronograph all the time? Do you not run the chronograph all the time? What do you do?
Wait, you have a large seconds hand going around.
Because I just started the chronograph. I just turned it off. Normally I don't.
Oh, I see.
Normally
I thought you meant that's the second hand running all the time. The other one has to be started manually.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
So that's the question. So the harshness of a chronograph is in the stop, start, and reset. It's not in the like running. So if you leave it running all the time, there's like a little more drag on your powertrain, think like towing a trailer. So your power reserve will be slightly less while running the chronograph. But
you're going to go through your battery more quickly if it was an EV.
If it was an EV,
right?
Well, you have a spring. It'll go through your spring more quickly.
Yeah.
And because my watch is a hand-wound watch, so that may matter. But in terms of wear and tear, it will not wear and tear more to run the chronograph all the time, just to stop, start, reset. And again, it's meant to be used, so you'd have to do it a lot to really cause any kind of fucking damage. So I don't run the chronographs all the time, but I know people that do, and it ain't that weird. I'm going to say no correct way to do it. There's just a way that could potentially make you need to service it once every 9 years instead of once every 10 years. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
As an aggressive capitalist, which I am, we know this, I would want to have a watch that only has 1 second hand because you have a job that's being done by 2 people right now, and you don't need that. So get rid of one of them, save some money, buy a new jet.
Have you ever used a split seconds chronograph?
What is that?
It can time 2 laps at the same time.
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy shit.
It does seem fancy.
It's cool.
You got to like stand there and click
No,
as the car goes by?
No, it's got an extra button, and so you start the chronograph, and then if 2 cars start at the same time, and then you hit a button when the first car crosses the line, and then when the second car crosses the line and it pauses and it shows you the gap of like whatever seconds.
I mean, that's cool. Back before iPhone and like digital timing, that would be handy at a racetrack.
It can also, you can leave one of the hands running and freeze the other one, and that's the complication they use to time continuous laps like at Le Mans.
Oh,
that's how you would. That's
when they
how
sit
you
there
would,
with the clipboards. Right.
One of them continues, and you freeze the other one, write it down, and then hit a button, and it catches back up. That's a split seconds chronograph. So a lot of those like famous like Hoyer stopwatches that are on the clipboards and shit, that's what those are. Yeah, they're fucking dope. Dismoldering rim. My wife is pushing me to sell my old cars and buy a newer car. I have an 05 Vet convertible with big cam heads and nitrous. Nice. A Camaro with a single turbo 900 wheel horsepower, and a Mini Cooper S with suspension and bolt-ons. I like the spread.
This person's fun.
I like the spread a lot. That's a good time. I think I'll have more fun with what I've established than getting into something new. If I sold everything for top dollar, maybe $50K, and I don't think I'll get a car that will scratch what these 3 could do.
You sure as shit won't.
You're very smart. You're very smart. If your old cars, and these are not that old, a 2012, a 2011, and 05, they're not that old. If they're reliable and not like just a drain on the bank account, you're probably better off keeping them. Because assuming you did these mods and didn't buy them modded, the longer you keep them, the better your dollar is on your mods. Like, the best time to mod your car is as soon as you buy it. And the best dollar for value for your mods is to keep that car for a long time, because no one you sell that car to is going to give you any kind of value for those mods.
It's days per dollar.
So if you're going to mod your car, the longer you keep it, the better your value. So
I can't think of anything new. I mean, this person, they like heroin. 900 horsepower Camaro, big nitrous on a Vet, and then this Mini Cooper, which is probably like their little slot machine car. Like, this person likes big adrenaline, and there's nothing you'll get for $50,000 that will be as fast or crazy or interesting as these things.
I completely agree. Anything you're going to buy is going to be dull by comparison. And you're going to start putting money into that.
Exactly. That's like I was like Ariel Atom is probably close, but not fast enough in a straight line.
Yeah.
And then you start modding it, and that'll be expensive.
If you like what you have, there's no better financial plan than just to keep it. Just don't do anything.
Yeah, I think that's probably it, right?
Yeah. Is this it? Last one?
No, there's more.
Sorry. USS Enterprise says, if and when the new STI gets released, what kind of changes would you like to see that could improve it dynamically?
More horsepower. Yelling away from the mic because I've yelled this before.
I'd like it to be a BRZ and not a WRX.
That's a cool idea.
I'd like it to be a BRZ STI with a turbo. How about that? How about them motherfucking apples?
Those are great
bro?
apples.
And maybe a lift. Like maybe it's an STI, like a rally. It's not
a BRZ Safari. It wouldn't be that. But if they gave the BRZ good horsepower and called it the STI, I think everyone would be pretty it'd be pretty great.
I would be very aroused.
The WRX fans would be so mad, but they shouldn't be hanging onto that boat anyway.
I hope. Go watch the Nismo Z video, please. It's not just because I want your click so I can have a third of a penny. It's so because it's a really good car and it's literally like the car that everybody says they want, and then when they offer it, people are like, "Oh no, that's not what I meant."
Are people saying that that's not what I wanted, or are they saying I can't afford it? There's two different things.
They're saying it's. I mean, some are saying it's not a good value, but it is. I mean, there's a difference between something being good value and you not being able to afford it.
Sure.
I think I've made it clear enough that I'm sympathetic to people that can't afford these things.
Yeah.
Like, that's a different issue from, is this car a good value relative to its competition? It is objectively a good value relative to its competition. Whether or not someone can afford it, different issue. I can't do anything about that other than speak my fucking opinion,
right.
which is going to affect nobody. Let's compare cars. I'll tell you who is worse. That is a good deep cut rise against. They're I bought
Swing
tickets
life
by
away.
the way. I bought tickets. They're playing at some fucking outdoor show with
Christian James.
I want to say it's AFI.
Whoa.
I think it's AFI.
Wow.
Might be AFI. I got tickets though. If you want to go, it's in the fall. It should be fun. Is it AFI? Are you looking that up?
AFI since I was like 14.
I want to say they just came out with like a collab thing and they announced a tour, and I just impulsively bought tickets because it's Rise Against. I'm gonna fucking hit up Jerry Horton and I'm gonna ask if he can somehow hook it up. I've been listening to a lot of Papa Roach. I don't think they got the credit they were due back in the day.
I think
great band.
I think it is.
It's AFI?
I think it's AFI.
All right, cool.
And
I'm
Rise Against.
I'm
Cool.
gonna go see that. Yeah. You want to go?
Yeah.
I got two. It's the
Love
the
AFI.
whole show is GA.
From the beginning, I love AFI.
Me too. They're fucking good. I saw them in Philly back in the day at the fucking Electric Factory. Let's compare cars. I'll tell you whose is worse. Says, as communities want less noise from racetracks, will there be room for electric race cars to allow practice, training, racing quietly? I mean, I thought that's what would happen at Laguna Seca if they lost their lawsuit. They would keep the track and allow EV racing there.
I think they would do that, and I think if that happened tomorrow, the low adoption of EVs as we are would lead to the track closing probably within 2 years. That's just it. Like, there's not enough people with electric sports cars that would be able to pay for Laguna Seca to not be developed into houses.
Right, I agree.
But if it happened in 15 years and there's more EVs around there, then that would probably be the solution that the neighbors would hate, which would be wonderful.
Yeah. I would say that there's probably, if there are racetracks that have noise restrictions.
There are.
And if there are, and let's just say that means they can only operate certain days of the week, for instance, or certain hours of the day, or any other restriction. If running EVs around the track is well below that threshold, it could open up a potential new revenue stream from a track.
Road America said that they had to stop running cars hard at 6 p.m. because of the neighbors. I wonder if they could start doing night races with EVs.
Were there lights on the track at Road America? I do not think so.
No, but when I did the Thunder Hill, they set up 2 lights with generators. Maybe they had 4.
It's enough?
No. You needed your own headlights, and ours were bad.
No, when I did a VIR, it was very sketchy. Johnny E.V. Gierberman says, 12K project car, fuck, marry, kill.
12K.
Fox Body, C5 Corvette, Z28 Catfish. Is Catfish the wide mouth?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I just contributed something like this for the Throttle House guys, and I listed the Z28. So I would marry the C5. I'd fuck the Fox Body because I almost bought one like years ago, and I think I would kill the Catfish.
I would marry the Fox Body, fuck the C5, and kill the Catfish. Yama Habibi says, GR Supra manual or Nismo Z manual if you had to own it for 5 years or more. I would get the Nismo. I prefer how the Nismo drives, and I don't necessarily care about ultimate tunability. I care more about balance, and to be perfectly honest, like the Nismo's like fast enough for me. And even if someone came out with like a tune and because it wasn't very loud, if someone came out with like a exhaust and a tune and it was an extra like 50 but sounded like it was 100, then I'd be very, very happy. But outside of that, I wouldn't do anything. Yeah, that shit is nice. Lamborghini Couch Touch SV. Yikes. Haven't heard many Alpha Giulia Quadrifoglio horror stories since the first years they were out, looking at later model years, and I was wondering if you heard anything to the contrary.
So I left this reply because it seems like she rub on my bub until the tip is whistling has one. They said, I have a Giulia Quad. It's a 2020. All the nightmare ones that reviewers had go into limp mode were the earlier 27 and 2018s. After that, they're fine, but they add that it's still expensive to own. They get bad gas mileage. Every 4 years, you have to do the serpentine belt. That costs about $4,000.
Wow. Belt service in a fucking modern car.
Whole front end comes off.
So in 2020, you know what happened? Alpha had a reorganization where they reduced the number of customization, unique options, and everything, and made it like 4 option packages. Mm-hmm. So you could only order the car one of a couple of ways, and that improved their quality like an astounding percent by doing that. Like they can't be Porsche. They can't build every car different. But like when they're only building 4 versions of the car, like they actually can build a car just fine. So like, yeah, the later cars, once they switched to that production process, like you really didn't hear about them being problematic after that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find the stories because the number of combinations they reduced from was like, it started in the billions. It was like,
it was a huge number.
Such a huge number of iterations or not iterations, like different combinations of trim and this and packages, and it was just leading to bad QC and too many different suppliers with bad QC, and that helped a lot.
She rub on my bub until my tip is whistling. That's fabulous. Why does every turbocharged mass-produced car these days have specific engine displacements of 2-liter 4, 3-liter 6, and 4-liter V8? Is it so manufacturers can cut costs by using the same components, or is there some kind of magic crossover that happens at 500 cc's per cylinder? I would love to get an exact answer from this from an engineer, and I bet we can.
Yeah.
Either Scott or David Twig, I'm sure, could give us an answer for this. I do believe there is an optimization that happens at 500 cc's a cylinder. Like I actually think that is accurate. That is just the right size to make a cylinder in a car. I think there is a balance there. That's what I remember from some, because it's Audi's 5 cylinders, the 2.5, and the V10s or the 5.0. Like I believe there is a magic, not magic, but like that's just an optimized.
Yeah, I'd like to know
size.
too, and I bet there is a lot of part sharing within, if you make a 2-liter and I make a 2-liter and they make a 2-liter and we have, similar power requirements, we probably buy the same pistons, assuming the 3 companies are happy with the quality of those pistons.
Yeah.
So it's easier for all of us to make a 2-liter than for me to make a 1.75 or something weird.
Yeah. Notice me in the canyons. I was surprised to see the Berry Canyon stay in stock long enough to make it out of the Patreon. Thoughts on why this would be compared to other colors that sold out in hours. Also, this will be my most expensive watch. I have several others in the $400 to $700 range. How will I like this for double the money? Okay, second part first. You will love this watch. This watch is ideal for someone coming up from a watch that costs hundreds or from someone coming down from a watch that costs tens of thousands. It's right in the sweet spot. Why this? I mean, look, it's pink. You know, it's the sixth color we've did. We sold 551 watches before we did this color. I think it's a beautiful color. I happen to think it's really fun. But if you're talking about within the patrons, which is a group of about, 1,700 people, 1,800 people, it's a big group. It's a great group, but it's not that big of a group. And when you're talking about a watch that's like, 1,200 to 1,800, there's only so many of those I can sell to folks. Some people are not into watches. Many people are happy to support, love the idea of a watch, but they're not going to buy more than one. They got one.
Right.
They're not collecting all five. And so other people are like, look, good for them, but I'm not buying pink. Cool. Mm-hmm. Not everybody wants to rock pink. That's fine. I think it's beautiful. Not everyone will. Fortunately, people have been generally supportive, but it's the sixth color of the same watch. So we may have squeezed this lemon, as hard as it can be squeezed, given the Patreon as a limit. It should be said that it made it out of the Patreon and it was gone in an hour. So the second we gave the fucking public the taste of these things, they were donezo. So I just think we have a limited number of people to sell watches to within the Patreon. We're so happy for the support that we have, and we're so happy that people have bought these watches and enjoy them and wear them. But there's just only so many people to buy these watches, and so it's. I don't see this as a disappointment at all. I mean, we give the patrons first crack at it because we appreciate them and we want to make sure they can get one. It doesn't mean that if the patrons don't buy every single unit that it's a super failure, by any means at all. So it's good that a few people outside the Patreon got to get them for once. So it's all good. We're just happy that the people who wanted one, patrons and fans, were able to get one. And now that it's done, we can move on to the next project, and it's a great fun thing to be doing as part of this podcast. Is like designing a product that's expensive, that people actually want to buy, and that come back to you and go, "This is great! Like this is real! Like that's awesome!"
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people get to do stuff like that. That's cool. And Nodus they're Wes and Cullen and their whole, they're fucking great people. They're just really great, good people to work with, and they do as much as they can in Los Angeles. Many of the components are made in Asia and the movement's made in Switzerland, but the final assembly and the design and all that is done here in LA. Fastback to the Future says, if Infiniti made a Q50 Red Sport with a manual, would it be right on time or $1 short and a day late? I'll tell you what, if it was a Nismo Z 4-door, it would rip.
They almost made it 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I got hired as a stunt driver, like a faceless one, for that exact concept. And then they shuttered the concept, I think, a month after we shot it. And I didn't review Infinities at the time, if it bothers anybody. But I remember going, oh, this would be cool. And then it was project canceled. Yeah. Commercial dies.
Yeah.
So...
Fastback to the Future says, what matches the fizz of a turbo 1992 Miata, but isn't a screaming metal death trap of a vehicle for relatively equal money? What is the value of a 92 Miata?
That's what I read this, and I have no idea. Is it $4,000 or is it a really nice build and it's
Let's
15?
be generous and say it's 15 because
Okay.
what do we comp at 4Gs? 4Gs, your comps are running a car. What do you want from me?
Built Civic, stolen twice.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be elitist, but we need something to work with here, bro. Come on. Fizz of a turbo 92 Miata. Let's give you 15 grand.
I think a track-ish prepped C5 is a good one. Feels like a Miata, very fast, a car you can grow with, your abilities can grow with. And if you start putting a little bit of work into the engine, obviously you can make a bunch of power. And that can terrify you. Can.
Sure. I mean, if you can find a scruffy Boxster somewhere, you know, you might be able to get in the game for even money there. That'll be faster than a Miata, and it'll be nicely fizzy. If you can find an Elise with a cracked front bumper.
Yeah.
If you find an Elise with a cracked front clam,
Yes.
$20K and you're in the game.
JB Weld the bumper, and that's a really fun, exciting car.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the problem is this person is dealing with, you know, you're coming out of a 300 horsepower, 300 pound car, pretty much. Like, not much is going to feel like that unless you turn it into an Exocet, which you could do.
Well, but it says, is it a screaming death trap?
An Exocet is a screaming death trap.
Yeah. You could find a somewhat functional BMW 135i with some mods, you know, that would be big power.
True.
It would be a little heavier than you want, but it would be a different kind of fizz.
Yeah.
Fun.
And same goes for like a 335 that has some mods on it.
How about like a great R53 Mini Cooper S, supercharged?
Yeah. I think a Mini.
15 grand is a
good.
great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 02 to 06 Mini Cooper S, couple bolt-ons, service that bitch, do the bushings, you're good. Mm-hmm. Randy says, I'm a large man that has also recently lost a good amount of weight. Congrats,
Nice.
Randy. Good for you. What fashion brands or designer items were you most excited to get into once you were able to buy normal clothing sizes again? Dude, I can relate. I shop at like 4 stores. It's really funny. The 4 stores I shop at are all right next to each other in Malibu, in the shopping center. Like across where the bathrooms are. I shop at Fraternity. I shop at Outerknown. I shop at Double RL. And I shop at Viore. And like those are that, and they're all right next to each other. And then in Venice, I shop at Marine Layer and Vince. And I just bought. I still can't really fit in Aviator Nation, which is hilarious. Aviator Nation was so cool, I couldn't fit in it, and now it's like post cool, and I can finally fit in it. It sucks. Those are the best ones. But like, what's frustrating is a little bit is that like I spent a bunch of money on awesome clothes 20 pounds too early. You know what I mean? Started at $295. When I got to like in the 250s, I was like, I'm there. I'm in. And I spent a ton of money on great clothes.
You didn't realize what was possible beyond?
I didn't realize that 6-8 months later, I'd be in the high 230s, and all this stuff I just bought and like wore once would be too big. It's
So how
such
long
a
do you
bummer.
think someone should be at a weight before they go, this is where I'm going to be?
You got to buy a couple great items, but not overshop.
Yeah, because you don't want to keep wearing, as you said, like the stuff that's way too big for you.
Yeah.
Because then you're swimming in it, and you know you don't want to fill it back out.
If you've done the work to lose weight, the last thing you want to do is be wearing oversized clothes. You want to be wearing good-looking clothes now. You put in the work. But like, if you buy a whole bunch of shit and you're still on the move, you just go, oh man, it's okay. It's like throwing pennies in the fountain of fortune. You know, you got to a goal and you celebrated with clothes. You didn't celebrate with, I lost 40 pounds. Let me eat desserts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it is healthier to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, yeah, it sucks to spend a lot of money on really, because the shit I buy, I don't dress fancy, but the shit I buy lasts a long time. It's durable, it's soft and comfortable, and I can wear it in any condition, and it lasts forever. Even these fucking Viore t-shirts, which are like thin and super like breathy and show my nipples and everything, these things last like 6 years being washed once a week. Like, for a $48 t-shirt, like, that's what I expect.
Yeah.
So to buy durable stuff and then not hang on to it for that long.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Silly.
And you don't want to buy like the fast fashion, stuff that falls apart.
No.
For all the reasons.
No. You know what I just fucking last week learned I can wear now? Uniqlo. I haven't been able. It's like a Japanese brand that sells like basics, but they're like, I don't know, nice basics. But I couldn't wear some Uniqlo shit. UNIQL.
I found it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm glad you're excited. I'm not a fashionable person, so I don't really know the brands.
If you are still a bigger person, you need to follow he's not my friend, he's my acquaintance, David Lane on Instagram. It's Big Fits One on Instagram. It's like how to dress well as a bigger dude. And like, this guy, that's him. This guy's fucking great. I really like him. And he is like, he's got like his like workwear game is tight. His like cozy winter wear game is tight.
It's Big Fits One with the number one, not
the number
written
one.
out.
Sorry, yeah. And I forget where I found this guy, but he's great. Shout out to David Lane. If you're a bigger dude and you want to learn how to dress well, this guy's got a great Instagram and a great blog.
I've heard this a long time ago that women will pay more attention to how you're dressed than what they think you'll look like with underneath your clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like fashion over fitness for most people.
Yeah, it's also more important if you're on a date or something.
Oh, yeah.
That your car is clean than that it's a nice car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like if you were going out with a woman and you had a Lamborghini, but you had like trash in it and it was dirty. Versus you had a decent,
absolutely
not a shit box, but a decent car that was really clean. It's the clean car,
right? Because your life looks put together. Yeah. So even if you have a Lamborghini, they're like, it's going to look like you financed the shit out of this thing, and that you're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, exactly.
Last two.
2 Renaults, 1 Cup chassis, better. Specifically, what is your favorite gear change? For example, I really liked the 3.4 on my Abarth. That is a great question.
I like 2 to 3.
2 to 3?
I like 2 because 2 is brisk acceleration. Car leans back a lot. It feels kind of, in my car, like that's the quickest accelerating gear. And then 3rd, you can stretch it and you kind of sit in full throttle for a while, long enough to be like, this is illegal. This is kind of fast. All right. You get to experience the car.
Sure. Oh, that's very good.
Depends on the engine and the gearing, of course.
Given a standard H pattern, like not a dog leg, I'm going to go with a 3.2 downshift as being my favorite gear change. It's a thing of beauty when it's executed well. Least favorite gear change is going to be the 1.2 shift on the 7-speed Aston Vantage that they did for like 2 years.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Vantage
down and
S.
over.
Yeah, that's weird. Last one, Riders on the Geostorm says, I found out recently about the Rare Shades Car Club where it's just Porsche owners who celebrate PTS color choices. That's it. I mean, I get it. That's fine. What's the strangest theme for a car club you've known of? Theme. I can't say. Do you know of any?
I don't really know of any themes. I mean, this is definitely the most interesting one I've heard of. I'm pulling up their stuff.
The Rare Shades Car Club?
Yeah, because it's, usually car clubs are like, we're a Beamer crowd or a VIP stance crowd, or it's about like the mark or I guess the setup. Mm-hmm. And this is like, nope, this is just people that get rare color choices, and that's what they want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
Sure.
Like, it's great that Porsche is willing to paint a car whatever you want.
I mean,
agree. It really is.
Yeah.
And so, like, and it's cool that people want to, like, personalize their cars with,
as long
like,
as they
crazy...
drive the cars also. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
When all, I don't know, it's so hard. Like, I saw, who was ranting about this? people whose only focus is on their build spec. And and especially with 911s, it's become like a thing. You got these seats, but with this stitching and this color, and then the back is this, because they'll let you customize so much stuff. And on the one hand, can that come off as like annoying, pretentious? It's not about driving, sure, but we do it with any hobby. People are going to always get more specific and into the minutia, and they're going to find different ways to enjoy things, even if those things are mechanical. And
those are the same people, like the same personality trait that puts rims on a Mustang and your fucking Instagram handle on the quarter window. That's the same person that's going fucking apeshit over PTS options and Porsche exclusive this and whatever. They're just in a different income bracket.
Yeah,
it's the reason they care so much is because this car is the way that this person expresses themselves. Mm-hmm. Like, especially if it's a car that they've built, from the factory.
Yeah,
it's the same as wearing an outfit. It's the same as whatever, and like a lot of the people that own this shit are like not interesting people. I don't mean like on a fucking conversational level, but they have a boring job. They just whatever. They dress normal. They're not. Yeah. They're not everybody's Magnus.
This is their art. This is their what am I looking for? Like their art studio.
Yeah.
They don't paint. They don't do sculpture on the weekend.
Yeah.
So they have this car, and that's where they and that's what's great about cars is you can express a part of your personality, either one part of it in one car or all parts of it in one car.
It's probably the same kind of person. They probably have a expressive house of some kind. They probably have a designy type space. They may or may not care how they dress, because cars, having a custom car and dressing well are not one-to-one at all. Sometimes they're inverse, as a matter of fact. But,
sure.
But I mean, I know Doug is like offended with all the PTS stuff. It doesn't bother me.
I think as long as it's authentic and it's coming from a genuine place where you're like, I love this color and this. I think if people start going, what's going to be cool, and they're trying to fit in and be cool, and then they're either hiring someone to like guide them, with their color choices or something, or if they're just doing it to be obscure, then that's lame.
So for sure. But getting a PTS color is hard. Like, you have to be approved. You have to like apply and be approved, and then it takes a long time. There's delays, and it's a real. It's one of those.
It requires more intention than just buying a car.
It's vice signaling. It's vice signaling.
It's Visoc signaling.
Look at Visoc signaling.
That's what it is.
Very good. It's look what I had to do to get this car. I had to pay an extra $20K. I had to wait an extra year. They had to paint a practice car. I went in there with my wife's fucking nail polish and whatever. It's a look what I had to do to get this thing, that otherwise is just writing a check.
Yeah, because ultimately that's what it is doing, is writing a check. So I think that's why I hope people that did this have an attachment to the color, and they weren't just trying to follow the fashion of things.
Yeah.
Because one thing that folks that they'll do the same pitch. If someone built a car and you walk up to them in a car show and you're like, tell me the story, they want to tell you the story.
Oh, yes.
Because they have all the work put in it. Same as the person wants to tell you the story of how this color came to be purchased. The difference is that someone built the thing, and the story might be longer.
I mean, I'm no innocent, but I will say this: when your crazy color is crazy but non-PTS, such as frozen berry metallic, it's like a wonderful bit of stolen PTS valor.
Right, they think it's a custom color, but you're like, no,
and you
this
go,
is on the
no.
shelf.
I just saw what you didn't see, which is that color's free, but ain't nobody brave enough to get it. And I'm going to get it, and I'm going to make it fucking awesome, and I'm going to create my own hype machine around a color that they were giving away. Pen drop.
That's a good point.
There it is. That's why you get frozen berry. Watch or car. We have the most paint to sample car that is right. It's right there. We have the most paint to sample car. It's under a cover. I'm sorry, but you've seen it. Didn't you see it?
Which one?
The brand new 911 Turbo that has that.
I don't think I saw it.
Everything
I haven't seen it.
is
Okay.
Mistachrome. Not Mistachrome.
They wouldn't call it that.
No, what do they call it? Chromaflare. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Porsche calls it Chromaflare.
Chromaflare.
Everything is Chromaflare.
Even the inside?
The wheels are Chromaflare.
Okay.
All of the bits, like the lower diffuser that would normally be black plastic, are Chromaflare. Everything is Chromaflare. The front splitter is Chromaflare. It has the highest MSRP I've ever seen on a 911 Turbo S. And everything is Chromaflare.
Here's an ST that might have the...
It's that color. This is not the same.
This color is cool.
The color's
on its
nuts.
own.
Yeah,
but it might
yeah,
have too
yeah.
many things. Okay.
The color's nuts. I can't. Those look like white gold wheels, though. I don't think those are Chromaflare wheels.
Yeah. All right.
It is. I mean, it's truly amazing.
Is it good amazing or just amazing?
It's amazing to see. I think it's a little over the top for my personal taste, but it's an amazing thing to see. I mean, you look at it and you go, "Wow!" You're just like, I can honestly say I've never seen anything like that. Like, there was a guy at the Audrain a couple years ago that claimed to have the highest option GT3 RS ever, and it was Chromaflare, and it had white leather on everything. There was a white dash, white roof. I mean, it was the most ridiculous looking thing ever. And I think this has more. This has more painted Chromaflare shit than that car.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild. Thanks, everybody. That's our program. I really wish Zach was out with me on the mountain today with the DB12. It was fun.
Yeah, me too.
I saw some Mercedes prototypes testing, some like slopey backed crossovers in camo. We're up there testing, and I can't believe you're not coming to the track tomorrow for Czinger. That sucks balls, dude.
I mean, I put the jury thing on the calendar on Monday, but I should have stretched it for the whole reporting week, but I didn't do that. And that's what I should have done.
It wouldn't have made a difference. It would not have made a difference. Tomorrow is a confluence of literally the only day this car is available in the next month, and the track being available. Like, tomorrow is the only day.
Right.
No jury duty or not.
It's the only day in May. Like, we could have done it in June.
Well, no. We would have had to wait. Like, the car, there's one press car.
Yeah, I figured.
So the car is going off. I can drive it before it goes off on its national tour,
right,
or when it comes back.
Got it.
And I was like,
okay.
And I didn't know you had jury duty.
I know.
The odds were against, the math says.
I did. I was 2 people away also from not having it and not having to stay.
And they were like, were you wearing the shirt?
The Yay shirt?
Yeah.
Yay.
No, not the shirt that said.
Which shirt?
The Supreme Court shirt.
No, I didn't wear that. I should have worn that. But actually, they say don't wear things that have slogans and whatnot.
Oh, really?
They tell you that, like, don't wear. And I have a shirt from The Onion that says, like, Supreme Court overturns right versus wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely would have gotten asked more questions instead of looking like neutral dude.
Which decisions exactly, Klapman? Thanks, everybody. By the way, when we come back to you. Wow, so many things will have happened when we come back to you. I'll have driven the high downforce Zinger on track.
Maybe it'll rain tomorrow.
Zach has.
Maybe it'll rain tomorrow.
That'll be a good time. In the desert, that'll be a good time. Look it up. Pray for rain. Do a rain dance, Klapman.
I am.
I'm going to the Indy 500, actually, this weekend with Spike Ferriston, courtesy of Edwards Life Sciences, who would like you to get your heart valves checked.
Cool.
That's a whole thing.
All right.
So we'll talk about. It's my first ever Indy 500. We'll talk about that when we get back. Zach will spend a few days in the Aston Martin DB12.
We'll talk about that.
And thank you to our patrons for keeping the ship floating down the ocean. We appreciate you very, very much. And if you're not yet a patron, what the fuck you doing? What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.